Cage first heard rumors that the comic book hero Ghost Rider might be coming to life on screen, he made sure he had first dibs.
It's true that I read they were thinking about making a Ghost Rider movie. And I said, well, no, I have to play this part. So I called, and they were very nice about it. I said, yeah, we're all for it, let's do it. First of all, the way he looks. He's not in a cape, he's not in tights. He's a flaming skull in black leather, so he's cool. He's philosophical. I mean, it's interesting that something that scary could also be good.
But Ghost Rider wasn't supposed to be Cage's first superhero. In the 1990s, he signed on to play Superman for director Tim Burton. Unfortunately, Burton's version never made it to the screen.
Well, there's no question that when I saw the Superman movie that they wanted to take a more nostalgic, traditional, tribute-style approach, and I liked the movie, but I can see that I wasn't the right choice for it because I was going to, along with Tim Burton, turn the whole mythology on its ear. I like to reinvent things and tailor-make things. So Ghost Rider is a more appropriate match because I could introduce him to you. And I knew he was special, I knew he was different than the others, and I could build him from scratch and show you something that I could feel, yeah, I'll put my stamp on that.
From 2006 until 2011, Cage continued to put his unique stamp on action, horror, and sci-fi thrillers like Knowing, Next, and Season of the Witch.
I think somewhere along the way, you know, it's been 30 years of this now. Somewhere along the way, I wanted to celebrate the movies of Christopher Lee and Roger Corman and Vincent Price, and that's what I'm doing right now. I'm making these movies where these things can happen.
And while Cage has played many characters who have sold their soul, he hopes never to be accused of selling out.
Well, I mean, it's subjective, isn't it? I think any artist or anybody who puts their soul into their work and then puts a price tag on it on some level has sold their soul, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's to the devil. You know what I mean?
Nick just is not boring. There's just nothing boring about Nick. You're going to get something special out of Nick. He's the bravest of actors. He will take risks, and you get an interesting performance that keeps it from being a trite, typical leading man action movie guy.
I think he has an exceptional level of it, and I think that's why he embraces everything, every role he does, and he just runs a mile with it because, you know, he's passionate about his work, but also about the project that he's working on, you know, and he tries to inject it with as much meaning as he can.
Hi there, good to see you.
In 2010, Cage once again teamed up with producer Jerry Bruckheimer, this time in a live-action version of Disney's The Sorcerer's Apprentice.
I do like to dress up. You know, I do subscribe somewhat to Lon Chaney's Senior School of Acting. I love to create new looks, and it helps me get in touch with the character, too.
Cage was the sorcerer, his apprentice both on screen and off, Jay Baruchel, who insists Cage's quirky characters over the years paved the way for actors like himself.
It's pretty special, man. Like, you know, when you get to finally work with somebody that, you know, kind of made you want to be good, and for a guy like me, he's the one of us that's made good. You know, he's the character actor that became a movie star, and like he's you know, he can carry a movie and get the girl and save the day and still manage to be interesting and I've always been messed up.
Coming up, what's next for Nicolas Cage? Plus more behind the scenes of his latest thriller, Ghost Rider: Spirit of Vengeance. In 2007, he rode into theaters in a blaze of glory. Nicolas Cage starred in Ghost Rider. Welcome to the set of Ghost Rider 2, Spirit of Vengeance, where things go boom in the night.
3, 2, 1, boom!
Here, Nicolas Cage rides again.
There's good and bad in all of us. It doesn't matter how far you run. There are some demons you just can't escape. Ghost Rider is an unconventional character, so I did want to
experiment with an unconventional process as to how I was going to play him.
I need your help. This child is in danger. I don't save people. If you don't help, the devil will have a new form, one more powerful than is ever known. And a shadow will fall upon the earth. Save the boy and lift your curse.
The difference in this one is I was also the ghostwriter. In the movie I made with Mark, Steven Johnson, I was only Blaze.
I made a lot of mistakes. But Danny's the one good thing I ever did.
That being the case, we better make sure he doesn't turn out to be the Antichrist. So this gave me an opportunity to really explore my imagination and find an infinite number of possibilities about movement and how I can present this spirit from another dimension and have him be kind of like a bad dream.
3, 2, 1.
In Ghost Rider 2, you get 2 Nick Cages and 2 directors.
We just shot one of the most badass things ever shot by anybody ever.
It was extraordinary in the true sense of the word.